Hello, Gino. How you doing? And all you YouTube looky-loos, welcome to another weekly video. This time we're going to talk more improv, and what we're trying to do is find some tangible things to work on that will improve our improv sound. Now, by no means is this advanced. By no means will this, but I think it's some pretty good tips that I'm going to share with you. Um, I have 10 of them written down here, and we're gonna. Last time we did drone practice when I was talking about improv, and I really still do that. It's just such a free flowing, connects with your emotions, um, etc. But this time we're gonna put the rhythm track back on. Um, so I'm gonna first tell you all 10 of these, so jot them down, and then I'm going to go back and then I'm going to walk through each one. Obviously, the first one is you have to learn a scale of some kind. Uh, excuse me. We're going to work on the major scale, but it could have been a pentatonic scale, could be any a Dorian scale, could be any old scale. In our journey, we worked on pentatonic scales and major scales. So learn that scale up, down, backwards, and forwards, both in straight time and in swing time. So that's number one. Number two, sprinkle in long notes, or what I call pauses, and sprinkle in triplets. So that's your second. So number two is about changing the rhythm. That gets you out of typewriter mode. Okay, number three, expand the range. Try to play scales all over the guitar neck or piano or whatever you're playing out there. Because, by the way, these tips work, I don't care what instrument you're playing. Okay, number four, repeat notes. Repeat some notes. Not all the notes, but repeat some notes. Number five is the snake. And the snake is nothing more than going up for a while, going down for a while. In other words, instead of going all the way up and all the way down, we go up for a while, down for a while. I'll show you that in a minute. That's number five. Number six, jump. So instead of playing scales, what I call scale-wise, we're going to play the scale a little bit, then we're going to jump to another note in the scale, and then play some more scale notes, and then we're going to jump. Now, you can jump up, you can jump down, but number six is practice jumping. Okay? Number seven, first play intervals, like thirds, or fourths, or fifths, then play arpeggios. Okay? And we've already done some work in arpeggios. And I'll show you some of that in just a second. Number eight, don't always start on the root. Start on different, start on the second, start on the third, start your improv on the fourth, start your improv on the fifth. Now, I'll tell you from listening, the strongest place is to start on some chord tone, like the root, the third, the fifth, the seventh, etc. Especially if you're on beat one or beat three. And another part of number eight is don't always start on the same beat. So you can come in early, you can come in a little bit later. I'll see if I can demonstrate a little bit of that as well. All the way up to number nine are licks or patterns, particularly if they're two-bar phrases. They're always going to sound good. There's books out there, you can copy people's licks, or you can come up with your own. And then lastly, number 10, add chromatic moves to your improv. In other words, get out of the scale a little bit, and then come back in. Okay, so those are the 10. Learn the scale, sprinkle in long notes. Number 2, sprinkle in triplets. Number 3, expand the range. In other words, play that scale as much as you can outside the range. Number 4, repeat. Number 5, snake. Number 6, jump. Number 7, intervals and arpeggios. Number 8, start in different places in the scale. Number 9, licks, especially 2-bar phrases. And number 10, chromatic moves. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on a track that only has B flat in it. It just says B flat major over and over and over. It's one step up from a drone practice. 1 chord practice. There it goes. So let's do number 1. Number 1 says learn the scale. Turn my guitar up. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I played that in swing time. Let me turn this down a little bit. That was just, okay, let's do it with no music. Here's straight. And here's swing. Now, unfortunately on the guitar, I'll get there in a minute. Now, I've learned that scale up and down. I would throw in, if you're ambitious, call off the notes. E flat, C, D, right? E flat, F, G, A, B flat, and then other. If you know both the letter names, and now go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. You are really ahead of the game if you know that scale not only by shape, but you know it by letter name, and you also know it by number. And it doesn't matter. On the guitar, lots of ways to play a major scale. I recommend, I played it 2nd finger E string, but I could have played it 1st finger. So I recommend finding a note, playing it on the 2nd finger, the 1st finger. I could have played it on the 4th finger. So, learn your scales in a variety of positions. Now let's talk about number 2. Instead of playing, so we're going to go back to the swing because that's where my backing track is, kind of swing. Number 2 says sprinkle in long notes. That sounds like this, right? It doesn't matter where you put the long note in or how many, your ear will take care of that. But see, already you're getting out of this. And you're going more to this. You're throwing in long notes wherever you feel like it. I also said throw in triplets. So let me put the track on. Let's see how that changes me. I'm starting to move away from typewriter. So let me put the track back on. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, number 3, I just talked about expand the range of your instrument, whatever you're playing. Expand the range. Get all over the place with that B flat major chord. You probably already heard me stretching out on dynamics. Dynamics just means loud and soft. So let's play again. Every now and then you want to punch something. Okay. Number 4, repeat. Repeat. Here's what repeat sounds like. Here we go. But repeats are your friend. Repeats are a beautiful thing. So now number 5, snake. Now I was already doing snake. Snake means go up for a while, go back down, up, down, up. In other words, weave. You don't like weave, snake, whatever you want to call it. Let's start high. Now, when you're snaking, don't forget about the earlier one. So, can you snake, repeat, and sprinkle in long notes, and sprinkle in triplets? Let's try that. Long notes, triple it. I'll put the backing track on here just a minute. Number 6 says jump. Jump. How high you jump, up to you. Jump. So here's the jump. Right? In other words, I didn't just go. I jumped to that 5th. Jump somewhere and then keep playing the scale. Jump down. There's another jump. A lot of times the jump will involve the same finger, that was a 4-finger jump. So, you want to be thinking about that, and then after about a few months, then you don't have to think about it because it will just come naturally. Here's some repeats, snakes, and some jumps here. Let's see, B flat scale. idea. Now, number 7 says play intervals. And this is the part you see in the books all the time. Let's take thirds. 1, right? Oops. Those are thirds. See, that's a third. That's a third. There's another third. There's another third. Right. Things like that are thirds. So you want to take your time and go through those thirds. And let's see, let me see there. And even if you have to play long notes, let's just see if we can do it. Now work that up to some speed. That's an area I gotta work on too. Work that up to some speed, and then even with the intervals, you can still repeat, snake up, jump, span the range, long notes, triplets, etc. Okay. Also, you can start on different beats. This one I need the backing track for. So I need to know where 1 is, and I need to know where 3 is too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1. 1. 1. Now I'm going to try to come in right on 1. Here we go. Weave, little triplet. Now this time I'm going to come in after 1. 1. A little jump. Jump. Long note. Okay, this time I'm going to try to come in before 1. 1, 2, 3. This time I'm going to come in on 2. 1. Come in on 3. 1, 2. Long note. Skip. Jump. Repeat. So that time, instead of repeating a note, I repeated a phrase. 2-bar phrases are good. First of all, let's hear 2 bars go back. 2, 3, 4, 1. So I got to remember those 2-bar phrases. Let's go here. 3, 4. Let's see if I play something like this. 2-bar phrases. That's 2 bars. 1 bar. 2 bar. There's 1 bar. what I'm trying to say here is a 2-bar phrase is a beautiful place to put a pause. It's almost like a question and then an answer, and then a question and then an answer. Okay? Now, we also talked about arpeggios. In this position, here's the arpeggio for B flat major chord. Oops. Bunch of triplets in that one. A skip and an arpeggio. I did that arpeggio inside out by skipping. And then finally, we can do chromaticism. So let's just leave the chromaticism save till last. Any note you're playing, you can approach. Or let's say I'm playing this. Let's say I'm playing this arpeggio. Right? So I'm playing this note and then this note, and this is my next note. So I can go. That one takes a lot of practice to sprinkle in the chromatic moves. All right, I don't know how well I did it playing it because I need a whole lot of practice too. But the concepts, what are we trying to do, Gino? We're trying to get out of typewriter mode. That's all we're trying to do. Let me just go here real quick and find something that we were playing before. My computer's too doggone slow. Let's try that. This is let's move that over. Sorry. Nope, I don't want to save. And I want to put you in B flat. Alright, so now this is just a backing track on Amazing Grace, right? And we're going to try some of these and call them off. Now we got a song in front of us. So first let's just do a scale. This is more straight. Let's do this just a scale. Scale down. Now let's add some long notes. Repeats. Skip, jump. Run up the scale. Snake. Chromaticism. Arpeggio. snaking, intervals, arpeggios, because at some point you just let it go. Just let it go. Just let it go. But somebody said in one of my books I was reading, if you sound good in your practice room, you're not practicing the right thing. So you want to push yourself to iron out stuff that you're working on. That way, when you get in performance mode, you just let that go. Anyway, thought I'd share those tips with you today. Go to work on that, and I will talk to you on Thursday. Take care. Bye-bye.